Greetings. It's Money on the Street again, a program targeted at engaging and positioning people to succeed with what they do or choose to do. My name is Francis Okumagba. This morning, I want to give some tips again to my followers and all those mentees who follow me all over the world. Today's topic is using 5 customers to succeed with the business you do. This program is targeted at those who are unemployed, poorly paid, struggling business owners, and most everybody. It's a program that will expose you to how you can move to your various next level. It's a new year, and I would like to thank all those who are coming in. And as we settle in to take this new topic, I would like you to start putting your names on the chat board. Put your name and where you are viewing from. Be ready with your questions. I would like to take all your questions, all the challenges that you are going through in what you have heard in all the programs that we've had. Put all your questions there because I'm going to be taking questions. And as I answer those questions, a lot of people who are here will be able to use the answers and tips to better their lives and businesses. Money continues to flow in the streets of Nigeria. Nigerians are not picking it. Everything you need to succeed in Nigeria is in Nigeria. Nigeria has everything. We have the mineral resources, we have the market size, we have enthusiastic Nigerians. Put a Nigerian in China where he does not understand the language. They do very well. Bring a Chinese man and take him to the creeks of Bayelsa, whether he will survive. Nigeria has everything, but people are surviving and struggling and complaining because a lot of people have their mindsets blocked. Today, I'm going to be exposing to you that you don't need to struggle too hard. All you need to do is focus on 5 customers and you will succeed in that business. In fact, the returns you get in that business will shock you. You will be able to increase your business volume. You'll be able to increase your market share and your profitability must increase. We have gone through a lot in getting people to understand that everything you need to do to succeed is around you. Human beings are the real people we should focus on and not the business. Because if you want to buy today, you must buy from human beings. If you want to sell, you must sell to human beings. If you want to work for somebody, it's somebody that you work for and it's somebody that will work for you. So if you have a good human relationship, it's obvious that you must succeed in anything you do. Take out human beings from anything you do. It becomes carcasses of offices, carcasses of churches, carcasses of homes. Homes actually will become houses if you take out the human element from anything that you do. Meanwhile, the human relationship is the one that we must undermine in our interfaces. Are you there with me? Where are you viewing from? Please begin to share the link so that we can get more people online to take advantage of today's webinar. Because today, you can actually move to your next level with the type of thing you are going to be hearing from me today. And your questions will help me to actually get people more out there. Don't leave people out. Begin to share the link to people that you know that are around you. And as you are doing that, make sure you click and follow the various social media handles that you are hearing from so that when we are doing this program again, you will continuously get access to the program. You will succeed this year. 2024 is your year. It is ignorance that makes a lot of people fail. Look at what happened to you last year. Look at the circumstances that you faced last year, 2023. A lot of people struggled through 2023. And at the end of the year, if you ask them, what did you do throughout 2023? What did you actually gain from what you did in 2023? Sometimes it's very difficult for them to bring together what they did. We're in a new year now, 2024. Don't make your 2024 go back to what you experienced at the end of 2023. Mentorship is the missing link that you have in succeeding in what you do today. People go to school to learn how to read and write. Some spend 4 years, some spend 8 years because of strikes and all that. And they come out of the university, they are at home today doing nothing. As I speak to you now, I know that there are a lot of people that are at home today who have ideas to start businesses, but they're looking for money to start. There are a lot of people today who are in employment. They pay them salaries, but the salaries don't take them home. And they are still in those employment. There are a lot of people today that are doing businesses. They have shops, but they are not selling. And there are a lot more people roaming the streets, looking at how they can survive with what is going on in Nigeria today. People talk about fuel price increase. People talk about exchange rate fluctuation that has gone to the roof. $1 is exchanging for 1,500 today. Don't look at the circumstances that you have in your environment to judge how you will succeed. Success is in your dynamic change in the way you look at things and the way you actually make people around you feel and the way you actually interface with the people that you have around you. Money continues to flow in the streets of Nigeria. Nigerians are not picking it. You can't make the type of returns you make in Nigeria anywhere in the world because of our market size. You see, my mentorship can make you as an individual selling anything in Nigeria today, make in excess of 1 million naira. Why are people struggling? Why is there so much poverty in our land? Why is it difficult for people to actually make ends meet? Why are we finding it difficult for a lot of young people to get married? Because they don't have money. Why is that business owner struggling? Because they are not selling. And you don't have somebody that you can run to that can actually give you what you need to do to get to your problem solved, to get your problem solved. That's where mentorship comes up. They don't teach it in school, and many organizations don't teach it. And a lot of people today, what is holding them is the mindset that they've created for themselves. Because the mindset is developed from what you see, what you hear, and what you actually feel. And in our growing up, you actually pick up a lot of things from your upbringing. You pick up a lot of things from your environment. You pick up a lot of things from the school you went to. And you pick up a lot of things from traditional culture and religious sentiment. And this actually make up who you are today. If you don't change the way you feel in the inside, it's difficult to actually get what you want. Money on the Street is an advocacy program that exposes people to how they can succeed in what they do or choose to do. Today's topic is using 5 customers to succeed in that business. Are you a business owner? Are you unemployed? Are you struggling with your business? You need only 5 customers. If you focus on these 5 customers, they actually will give you over 80% of the returns you have in any business. Even the religious group in the church, you need to focus on only the 5% that make things happen in the church. When you focus on the other 80% of the people using the 80-20 rule, you will have a lot of people struggling and turning you and telling you all sorts of things that don't make sense. And they actually ramble and they don't really give you the business that you are looking for. As an ex-banker, I'm going to tell you how I use 5 customers to succeed in banking. I was a banker for over 25 years, rose to be one of the executive directors of one of the big banks. I was a successful banker. I turned executive director of the bank at the age of 38. When I look at my cabal of customers that I have, I picked out 5 customers and I focused on the 5 customers. These 5 customers continuously gave me over 80%, and I always met my target just talking to these 5 customers. I encourage you to use my example to start looking at how you can replicate what I'm telling you now for your business. I went to a customer that was a potential 5 of my customer. When I go to this customer, I know that he has the potential to do a lot of business. Because when you go to his office, you see a lot of bankers sitting waiting to see him. I always went there, and the total business I had from this customer was 1 billion naira at that time. One day, I went to that same office and I heard that the man lost the mother. And I ran to the secretary and told the secretary, I would like to have the ashwabi for this burial. The secretary actually made it possible and gave me the ashwabi for family. I bought it and I used just 100,000 to go to the market to buy wrappers. I bought 100 wrappers at that time and went to the village in Imo State. When I got there, when the man saw me in the attire of the family ashwabi that was chosen, he was shocked, but I greeted him and went to sit down. After the burial, I started seeing them share plastic bowls, brooms, and all sort of things. And I went to the boot of my car and I brought out the wrappers that I brought. And I started sharing the wrappers to the women around. People were running after me to collect the wrapper. And I just peeped to see the man that was a mighty man that was looking at winning over. He looked at me with a lot of shock. When I finished sharing the wrappers, I took the balance to the wife and I left the village and went back to Lagos. 2 weeks later, I went to the man's office. When I got there, I saw a lot of bankers sitting in the office. And I took my card and went to the secretary and told the secretary I wanted to see Oga. And he said, Oga is in a meeting. I said, give Oga my card. He took my card to Oga, and the man left his office and walked out of his office and came to meet me and held me on my hand and took me to the secretary and told the secretary, this young man you see here is my son. Anytime he comes to this office, please let him in. I entered the office, sat down, he finished his meeting. And after the whole meeting, he sat with me and told me I'm a wonderful man. I won him over completely. My deposit increased from 1 billion to 10 billion from that organization. If you have 5 customers, you don't need to look for 100. If you know how to dance very well, Atilogo dance, you don't need to struggle because your movement will just make people see the talents that you have. Don't struggle with that business looking for 100 customers. I use 5 customers. When I close from work, I go to that same man in his house, sit there, and I start serving his guests drinks. When I have any target, I just call him and say, they've increased my target. Say, come to the house. When I go to the house, he directs me to 2 or 3 people, and my target is met. You need just 5 of those type of customers. If a customer can give me 10 billion, how long will it take me to get 10 billion from 1,000 customers? And how long will it take me to run around to meet all those 10,000 customers? If you're in business today, hear me now, you need only 5 customers. Your 5 customers should be strategic people, people who have access to larger numbers of people. Your 5 customers should be somebody that has a digital marketing skills. Your 5 customers can be somebody who is a church or mosque administrator, a religious church or mosque administrator. Your 5 customers can be a matron, can be a doctor, can be a pharmacist, but these are people who have access to many people. If you have one of them, you are able to reach out to so many people. If you are able to get one, to get attention to one, you will sell whatever you want to sell. And in no time, you have made a lot of money. I give you examples. A caterer came to my office to do consultation. And he told me he's a caterer, but not making too much money. And I asked her, how much do you make a month? He said 100,000 naira. I said, today, I'm going to show you how you lose only 5 customers to make $1 million naira, selling that same food that you sell. I said, go to your church administrator. Look like 5 church administrators. Meet them and put your flyers on their table. The church administrators, they actually know when weddings take place. They know when burials are going to take place. They know when birthdays are going to take place. If you go to the church administrator and tell the church administrator, please, this is what I do. I want to work with you. Whoever you give me as a customer, I will give you 20% of the business that comes out of it. That same church administrator was able to attract 5 weddings for that young lady in a month. And the young lady made over $1 million naira. Are you in any business? Who is your contact person? If you have a church administration that can give you 5 weddings, suppose you have 5 church administrators, it means you can multiply that 5 administrators with the potentials of businesses that you get. Many people have the business, they have the products, they have the services, but they don't have access to the people that will give them business. 5 administrators can make you make 10 times what you actually will make. Church administrators have access to the people. I give you another example to make it very succinct that all you need is to meet strategic people. Now, if you have a social media expert, a digital marketer, and the digital marketer is very good with what he does, one digital marketer can give you 10,000 access to potential customers that can actually make your business grow. If you have 5 strategic digital marketers and you give them what you sell, they will reach out to over 100,000 people. And even if you are selling plantain, you are selling yam, you are selling anything, those 5 customers will give you customers that you will not get if you own a shop in the strategic city, in the market, in any market that you find yourself. You need only 5 customers to succeed in that business. A realtor came to me. It applies to every industry. A barber, a realtor, a caterer, a masseuse, all of them. All I needed to tell them was look for 5 customers. And when you get 5 customers, you'll be looking for strategic customers that can give you volume. A masseuse that I met massaging me told me he earns 50,000 naira a month. And I told the masseuse, you will get only 5 customers and you make 1 million naira this month. He said, who are the 5 customers? I said, go to the national hospital. Look for the matron and tell the matron that you're actually a physiotherapist. And that any rich man or woman that has stroke, send them to me. Anybody you send to me, whatever they pay me, I will give you 20% of it. I charge 100,000 naira a month taking care of people. If that matron sends only 5 people to this masseuse, they will pay 500,000 to her. She will give the matron 100,000. She has net up 400,000 naira. Suppose she has 5 matrons in 5 hospitals that is having access to get people referred to her. She will easily make 1 million naira. What did the masseuse use to make 1 million naira? 5 customers. 5 customers, a masseuse was able to make in excess of 1 million naira. Even a barber who came to my office was directed to 3 customers to 5 customers, which is go to the what do you call them? The house masters of 5 schools and tell them you want to be barbing hair of students in the hostel. You will make over 1 million naira just barbing the hair of people. So you can see today that what people really need in Nigeria is not the business idea. It's getting somebody that can hold their hand and show them how they can succeed in what they do. I dare you, if you are in any business and you are struggling, get in touch with me. Follow me on all my social media handles. Begin to share this link to anybody that you know is struggling today. People that are unemployed, people that are poorly paid, and people that are struggling with their businesses. I will open their eyes to how they can start that business today without 1 naira in their pocket. How they can increase and grow their businesses with ease. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be is mentorship. I want to challenge you today. Put in your questions. I want to know what is that challenge that you have in that business that you are doing. I will show you how you need only 5 customers to actually succeed in that business today. One of the 5 customers must be somebody that knows how to use the social media and sell online, because that person can reach out to over 10,000 people. Do you have a business now? I want to hear the questions. Shoot me with questions on all the social media handles. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you are into. I will show you how you need only 5 customers. Whatever industry you belong to, you need 5 people. 5 people to make you get the business, the type of returns that you are looking for. Don't struggle with any business. When you know the 5 customers or 5% of the customers that you actually need, all you need to do is to make sure you make them feel important. Treat them and make them feel happy. You will be getting businesses from them. Do you have any question now? I would like to hear the questions. Challenge me, challenge me, challenge me. What business are you into? What do you want to do? I will show you how you can use 5 customers to succeed in that business. Yes.
Sir, I want to start a red oil business.
Red oil business, I told you need only 5 customers. If you know the markets where they sell red oil, and you know the real source, the farm where that red oil is produced, all you need to do is get 5 of the producers. Make sure you negotiate the price very well. Once you do that, you know you have the capacity to supply to anybody that has any product needs of that palm oil. I haven't done that. You need only 5 customers. Look for wholesalers of that palm oil. The first customer you are going to pick is somebody that knows how to use the social media, a digital marketer. Tell the digital marketer you want to advertise the palm oil to over 10,000 people. Put your price and put your name and phone number. Your phone will not stop ringing, but your price must be competitive. You must come out with a competitive advantage. Make sure your price is better than the average price you see in the market. If you do that, you will make in excess of 1 million naira. Then select strategic people that are in market. You can pick somebody that is a wholesaler in a market. You can pick somebody that is a supermarket. You can pick somebody that is into hoteling and students hostel. When you have 3 of these strategic people, they will give you the type of volumes you need to make the over 1 million naira selling that palm oil. Challenge me how I make sales in my broilers chicken production. Same principle. Make sure you have a lot of farmers that broil chicken. If you have 5 of them, you'll have increased your capacity, because once you focus on these 5 strategic customers, you have too much to sell. And if you don't have enough product, you'll be disappointing people. So what you need to do to start with is expand your coast. Make sure you have other people that are selling chicken. Go to them and tell them you help them sell. Negotiate the price very well and take their phone numbers. So when you get your strategic 5 customers, you make sure you use the strategic 5 customers to actually sell and make the volumes that you are looking for. Again, you need to have competitive advantage in your sales. Competitive advantage can be in your pricing, it can be in your packaging, it can be in your human relationship with the customers that you deal with. Now, when I say 5 customers, I don't mean that you just have 5 customers and you stick to the 5 customers, because there's a dynamism in human beings. If you take 5 customers, in those 5 customers, one of them might not be performing. So when you get 5 customers, begin to look for a bigger customer. When you get a bigger customer, drop the weakest and bring the big customer that you have identified into your 5. So you eliminate the weakest of the 5. Your quality of a 5 will move up. And if you continue to do this by taking interest in people that are very strategic, you will be increasing the numbers continuously. A realtor came to me. The realtor wanted to sell a house, and I told him the best place to sell a house is through bankers. If a realtor who knows that is into selling and buying houses, if you have the houses, go to 3 or 5 bank managers and offer the bank managers 50% of what you are going to get from that business. That house will be sold. When you start dealing with the 5 facilitators who are bank branch managers, you continue to look for a bigger branch and a bigger branch manager. When you get a bigger one, drop the weakest one of the 5 that is not performing. The quality of your facilitators will be going up every day. Remember, you must have one of the 5, a social media expert. Because in today's Nigeria, the social media and internet is the business language of the world. And if you are not online, you have not started. For those who are not online with their businesses today, for those who cannot reach 10,000 customers, please take the number on the screen and call the number immediately. I will link you up to my IT hub, where they can actually repackage you and throw you out to over 10,000 customers. The difference between where you are now and where you are going is a little bit of mentorship. And that's what we need in Nigeria today. We need somebody that can reorientate the mindset of our people, to take them out of the fear of, I don't have money, I don't have a godfather, government is not doing very well. If you are able to get it right, you don't need government. You don't need to worry about fuel price increase. You don't need to worry about foreign exchange rate fluctuation, because you'll be able to expand your coast and make more money to actually survive what is going on in Nigeria today. Are you unemployed? Are you at home, have idea, and don't know what to do? Are you in that employment, underpaid and struggling to make ends meet? Are you a business owner that is struggling to make sales? It is the opportunity for you to meet with a mentor, a counselor, a business strategist, and start looking and getting tips on how you can get to your various next level. I dare you to take advantage of our mentoring program and a business consultation program. You cannot remain the same. I call on parents to send their children. I call on organizations to get in touch with us so we can enlighten their people and reorientate the mindset of the people for improved productivity and profitability. For government agencies and donor agencies, Let's collaborate together. The challenge we have today in Nigeria, it is not a challenge that cannot be surmounted. The level of kidnapping, Boko Haram, Yahoo Yahoo, and militancy can be contained if we reorientate the mindset of our people to make them know that money continues to flow in the streets of Nigeria, and they can actually pick money from the streets of Nigeria. When I say money flows in the streets of Nigeria, I mean it, because I will show you how to pick this money. If we can get government agencies to collaborate with us, we can escalate what we are doing now and move it into a larger scale where we can reach more people to reduce the level of poverty and unemployment. And if we reduce the level of poverty and unemployment, the crime rate will disappear in our country today. I am looking forward to collaborating with government agencies. If you know any of them, please forward this clip to them so that they will continue to see what is going on. Everything we need to succeed in Nigeria is in Nigeria. Money is not the reason why people are not surviving. A government is not the reason why people will not make ends meet. What really makes people not to make ends meet is the mindset. If we can change the way people think, we'll have solved a lot of problems in our society today. Today, I invite you to take advantage of mentorship and business consultation. My number is on the screen. Pick the number and let's come and talk together and take you to your various next level. This program is an advocacy program to reduce the level of unemployment, poverty, and crime rate in our country, Nigeria. Today's topic is using 5 customers to succeed in that business. If you are here, begin to send the link of this program to people you have around you. Please help people. You have family members, you have friends, you have colleagues, you have people that you associate with religiously. Please send this clip to them so that they can actually see that they can succeed without 1 naira in their pocket. I thank you for attending this program, and I look forward to seeing you again next week, same time, on Thursday by 12 noon. My name, again, is Francis Daniel Okumagba, a mentor, counselor, business strategist, life and wealth coach. I help people succeed in what they do or choose to do. And I look forward to having you on where we can actually move you to your various next level. I thank you for coming, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Customers to succeed in what you do. But when you have that 5 customers, begin to look for a bigger customer that is bigger than the 5. And when you get a bigger customer, drop the weakest of the 5 that you have. The quality of your 5 will be increasing every day. The 80-20 rule. 20% of the customers you have actually give you 80% of the business. Why do you waste your time with the 80% that will be wasting your time and telling you stories and rambling and distracting you? As a banker, I use only 5 customers. But when I see the 5 best customers that I have, I marry them. I enter their skin and I begin to use them. So as a banker, when I go to a customer that I know, when I went to the office, because money is in that office, people are always around the customer. So I will sit there. The man has already given me 1 billion as deposit. But I know there is more money. And the number of bankers that sit there, there are too many. So one day we just heard that the man's mother died. I walked to the secretary. I said, please, I want to buy the ashwebi for the burial. Tell me the date of the burial. He gave me the ashwebi. I bought ashwebi for family. I went to the market and bought abada and went to the village in Imo State. When I got there, I was wearing the ashwebi. I sat down in one corner. When the man saw me, he was shocked. He just looked at me. But I wore the ashwebi for family. When they finished burying the woman, they started sharing broom, plastic, rubber. I went to my booth and brought the abada cloth. And I started giving women in the village. Everybody was jumping around me. As I was distributing it, I just looked at the man. The man folded his hand. So when I finished distributing the cloth, the remaining one, I went to give it to the wife. I went to the hotel to sleep. 2 weeks later, I went back to Lagos. And I went to the office of the man. The bankers were all sitting, waiting. I went to the secretary told me, Oga is in a meeting. I said, give Oga my card. He took my card inside. Oga came outside from the meeting and held my hand. I went to the secretary and told the secretary, this boy is my son. Anytime he comes here, allow him to come in. When I entered the office, he said, sit there. And I sat there. He finished his meeting. He said, you're a wonderful boy. My deposit increased 1 billion to 10 billion. That man was responsible for my promotion to executive director at the age of 38. When I finished, I go to his house. I sit on the floor. And when I'm there on the floor, when big men start coming to the house, I carry my card. As I'm serving them drinks, I'm dropping my card. That's how I met Dangote. That's how I met different people. One day, the ambassador of Canada came to the house to do something for the big man, residency. When he finished doing it, he said, please do for my son. And that's how I got residency to Canada.
Please contact +234 8052 551000 or visit our website www.fmgnigeria.com. You can follow us on Twitter at FMG Platform or our Facebook page FMG Platform. You can also visit our corporate office at FMG Platform House, number 11 Dakala Street, off Parakou Street, opposite Hotel Dabras, Wuse, Abuja, Nigeria.